always wondered what it would be like to be a rock star. I'm a rock star, you know, and this is what it's like. You're still you. You're still a human being.
Yo, John Otto, take us to Germany.
When I grew up, it was mystery. You know, it was mystery. Now I'm living it.
Here we go! A new generation.
There's not a guideline. There's not a book that says, Fred Durst, this is how you do it. You have to live and learn, and your mistakes are the greatest things you have, because without them, you'll never learn anything, and I love making mistakes. I write my records about my life, and that's the only way I can really express myself, is to go into a studio and feel very insecure, and feel, you know, very intimidated by the music that I've created instrumentally. And this intimidation, this insecurity, and this vulnerability I have in the studio makes me very upset with myself and very unhappy. And then when I become that unhappy and that discouraged, something starts pouring out of me. And things I remember in my life the most are the painful things. I don't necessarily think about the happy things as much. The painful things stick out to me, and they become obstacles. And so my albums have been kind of a therapy. You can't make an album for those people. We can't make an album for the people who already like Limp Bizkit, because they've embraced Limp Bizkit in one form, and usually, most of the time, they don't want that to change. You can't evolve and grow at your own pace, because you're thinking of all these other people who are not growing, who are growing, who aren't, who just got you. And maybe they like this song and they didn't like that. So I had to learn to stop thinking about what everybody else wanted. Results May Vary is a title I came up with that is a disclaimer to the listener, meaning, you know, this album is like a prescription, and any individual who hears it is going to react differently. I can't, you know, take responsibility for what you're going to think about it.
We're going to turn this one over to Mike Smith.
I like to be around people that I don't have to try to understand or to like. I like it when it's just silence explains everything. You just feel this, you know. So it took a long time, and Mike just happened to be this guy we understood, and now we really feel like a family more than we ever have. It's an epic song, this song by The Who, and to touch it or to recover it is like, could be taboo, you know, like, don't fuck with this, you know. But I felt the song in my heart so much. And when I went in the studio that night after hearing it and did the song, I felt like it was a cool version. I felt like it's not an insult to The Who. I thought about it for a long time, you know, would they be insulted? Would they think this sucks? I mean, I put the speak and spell, L-I-M-P, and I changed, and I wrote my own words to the third verse, and what are people gonna think? So I said, let's send it to Pete Townsend and see what he says.
But in my dream, the yard is empty, as my conscience seems to be.
Didn't hear anything, we didn't hear anything, and then we heard back, he says he likes it and it's fine. And I was like, that's cool for me. So, you know, the video, you know, we did the song, and I was like, you know, maybe this song is good to touch the world, because it worked for me with The Who, and so, okay, we'll make it a single. And so, you know, it spawned some bit of success from the song, and I don't think it was necessarily because of Limp Bizkit. It was because it's a great song. It's hard, you know, to understand a lot of it, and it's as free as America is, and it's supposed to be, the more it's absolutely becoming the opposite day by day. The political party over there has people very scared. You know, even artists. I mean, look at the Dixie Chicks, you know, they said something about the president, and, you know, the record sales dropped in half. They just stopped, you know. You know, I guess it's that way. You're supposed to be rallying them and believing them by a couple speeches. Well, I mean, if it's about giving a good speech and about being real and sincere and honest and understanding humanity and what needs to be right, well, I should be the fucking president. Because I'm not misogynistic and I'm far from homophobic. My best friend is gay, my realtor's gay, my trainer's gay. That's ridiculous. And I love women more than anything in the world and respect them on a higher plane than I can respect anything. The only thing I love more is my children. People just like to see things the way they want to see them sometimes, you know, and I've learned to shrug that off a little bit because anyone who really knows me knows. So I'm living this and learning this as I go, and hopefully it'll get a little bit easier, and, you know, if it doesn't, fuck 'em.